We have a little performance from your secret friend. When your legs don't work like they used to before, and you can't sweep over your feet, when your mouth's too good but the taste of when your voice still smile from a cheek. Loving you till we're 70. Taking my heart, harder to bleed. And I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just the touch of your hand. But me, I fall in love with you every single day. And I just wanna tell you I am. Honey, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your hands on my beating heart. Honey, now, baby, we found love right where we are.
So I'm your secret friend.
Who the fuck did this?
So I have a speech.
She's not proposing, right?
Yeah, we thought that last
You
year.
hear the kind of corny stuff, but that's fine. I'm cool with it. I used to think that love was something temporary that comes and goes. Something that took no effort or took too much effort. Love to me was extremes. You're obsessed with them or you hate them so much because they left you or treated you terribly. But you changed that love for me. You made love, what love looks like for me is, I remember when we met out of 10,000 students or whatever in QC campus through a mutual friend who wanted you to meet a friend of his who just came out and also was in a sorority. It was a double date of sorts where we weren't the ones going out on a date with each other. I was there so our mutual friend wouldn't be a third wheel. After that whole evening, we learned that our exes knew each other and might have had at that time some sort of relationship. So you and I became closer. Who knew that this would bring us closer? As well as living closer to each other 10 minutes away, we were able to spend a lot of time together and form a really close relationship. As friends, you always listened to my issues with someone I was seeing at the time. You were open and honest, and even though you were probably of me complaining and wanted to leave me as a friend, you would still listen. You were always someone I could talk to and have so many conversations about religion, family, friends, hookups. We learned the basics of each other and what we liked and disliked. I learned that you were a fan of Chinese food, and I was, I guess, scared of Chinese food. Of all the horror stories. But after years, and I mean, probably a decade of not eating Chinese food out of fear, you're the one I had my meal with. I'd gone to buffets before, but I got the most American thing in the restaurants. But with you, I felt secure and comfortable. You also talked me through my irrationality of not liking Chinese food, because I was scared of it. You made my insecurities almost non-existent, even if I still was slightly insecure on my first bite. Simple things you helped me through that most people would probably think was idiotic. Our first date was at a vegan Chinese restaurant. Remember when it was pouring rain? Well, once we were done and left the restaurant, there was a rainbow and you said the gay guys were pooping over date.
Sounds about right.
As a friend, you taught me so much. We spoke to each other, and we always told each other that we needed people who would treat us the way we deserved. Not knowing that down the line we would find that person who would treat us the way we deserve in each other. You were and still are someone who challenges me, someone that I could rely on, the person I rely on the most with my insecurities and my fears. You helped me grow. Before, I didn't think about marriage. I believed that I'd be single, raising my adoptive children, or maybe even being solitary for the rest of my life, with short relationships here and there. Marriage was always something so scary for me. Who would want to possibly get hurt? Before we met, as a teenager, I had this image, and I know I've told you this before. I'd imagine a silhouette. This would be that person I'd want to be in a relationship. The silhouette didn't have a face. It was fantasy, a hope that I'd find someone to be with. These days, there's no silhouette. There's just you at every step of the way. When I realized I liked you, and I loved you, I'm not sure if it was a friend way at the time, but I know I was starting to have romantic feelings for you. I drunkenly told you I wanted to have your babies and that I loved you.
I remember that.
I knew how I felt, and I was sad at the time because I thought you couldn't possibly be interested in me the way I was interested in you. I wasn't the type to admit how I felt, drunk or sober. I would keep it to myself, but I couldn't help it. I was so sad that you might like other people. Hold on. There's more. Just hold on a second. Okay. I knew how I felt, and I was sad at the time. Oh, okay, I said that. I wasn't the type to admit how I felt, drunk or sober, blah, blah, blah. So I just... Sorry. Repeating myself. So I just said how I felt. You may not have taken it seriously at the time, but that was out of my character. So many things were out of my character. I was able to be my genuine weird self with you, try new things with you, and be really, really open with you. Over 2.5 years later, we've grown so much together. We've taught each other new things, culturally or personally. I always learn something new with you. Either we learn together or one of us shows the other. When I'm irrational, you ground me, especially when it comes to waking up in the middle of the night because I think there's a murderer in your house. Or when you think you're going to do a really bad in an interview, or that you did really bad in anything in general. But I try to reassure you that you're fucking amazing, and who the hell wouldn't want you? As wise as that may sound. But even with more serious issues, we're always there. When it comes to our relationship, we always reassure each other when the other one's jealous. And I never had that. I never had someone who would always make sure that I felt loved and secure, and you do that. You help me vocalize the way I feel. You have helped me grow. You continue on giving me so much love and positivity. Love is the actions that make up the words we express to each other. Love is wanting the best for each other because in the end we'll grow even more together as time goes on, and we both have our separate goals, but some goals we have to get together. I hope that this is one of your goals like it is mine. You can open the post now. Well, for you. So, and like vines we intertwine, so baby girl, will you forever intertwine with me?
How do you feel that you did it first?
Fuck, we had a competition to see who would do it first.
Can I just say that I promised both of you that I'd help you guys propose, right? And then I was like, you know what, whoever asked me first to actually do it, I'll just help them, and it was Mo, so sorry.
Yeah!
She goes like, she's not gonna
Should have brought more tissue.
Yeah, that's
We're just gonna sit and cry together.